I'm Irene Knott. I'm the Director of Code Services here at VRR Architecture. And today I'm going to share with you what I believe are 3 significant changes that are going to impact accessible design in all buildings moving forward, especially those brand new buildings. So today we're going to talk about changes in the ICC A117, which is referenced by the building code. So we as designers utilize the building code to tell us what elements within a building have to be accessible. And then we utilize the standard, which is then referenced by the building code, to tell us how to make it accessible. So with the publication and adoption of the 2021 International Building Code, they've revised and updated the standard to this new standard, which has these changes that we're going to discuss today. So one of the most significant changes has to do with the turning radius that's required within buildings and within certain areas of the building. The one that everybody is probably the most familiar with is the turning radius that's required within the bathroom. So as you can see on the screen, existing buildings are allowed to have a 60-inch turning radius, which is what everybody has been used to. And now new buildings are going to be required to have a 67-inch turning radius. So what's the difference between new and existing? An existing building code, per the definition within the standard, says any building that was previously issued a certificate of occupancy. So you could, in theory, have a brand new shell building that was built under a previous building code using a previously issued standard and be considered an existing building. So then anything that would be ground up would be a new building, and these new requirements would apply in that situation. So as you can see on the screen, the existing building also has a large overlap. So that overlap of 25 inches, we could take that 60-inch turning radius and provide for a portion of that up to 25 inches to project under another element in the bathroom, for example, or even an office space. So that 25 inches could project underneath a lavatory in the bathroom or underneath a workstation in an office. Well, now, as you can see on the screen, this 67-inch turning radius only allows for a 10-inch overlap. So now we've gone from requiring approximately 35 inches of clear space in the room. So you take your 60 minus the 25, so you need a 35-inch maneuvering space within the room, to now needing 67 less your 10-inch overlap to 57 inches. So now we need almost as much as that original turning radius required just alone in our rooms. So this is going to make a huge impact in as far as what size our toilet rooms end up becoming as a result. So the next element that's going to be impacted is the clear floor space. So this is going to happen at places like at doors. So our clearance at our doors are going to increase. And then if you need a clear floor space at the sink in the bathroom or at the drinking fountain, that's where this change is going to be impacted most. So the previous code or the existing buildings would be provided to allow the 30 by 48 inch clear floor space, and the new buildings would require the 52 by 30 clear floor space. Well, why the difference? Well, as we've become a more mobile society with people who have disabilities, they're using larger wheelchairs, and they're also using motorized scooters. So there was a committee that got together and did a study, and that study resulted in these new numbers saying this is a reasonable amount of area in which a wheelchair needs to occupy. So the third thing I want to talk to you about today has to do with 90-degree turns. So as you can see on the screen, a 90-degree turn for an existing building was generally the 36-inch accessible route, and you turn 90 degrees to another 36-inch accessible route. This really wasn't addressed in the previous standard, but now in the new standard, it's going to be referenced as an existing building option. So with the new building, we have 3 options available to us. The first one on the screen that you can see is taking a 36-inch accessible route, and then we're going to turn into a 44-inch accessible route. That allows for that wheelchair to make that sharp turn and have enough turn to maneuver through that without creating problems for this person in the wheelchair, so they can maneuver more easily, as well as not making any damage to the walls next to them. So then we have 2 more options. Both of these options still utilize that 36-inch accessible route, turning into another 36-inch accessible route. But as you can see, we have an option to stair step back the corner, but that's going to take up space from a room that you may have already been utilizing. So now your corridor, your hallway is going to be a little bit bigger here, or we can camfer that corner. But either way, you may be losing a little bit of space in an office, for example, if this is a hallway next to your office. So these are the three biggest changes I see that are going to impact our design. So how can we at BRR help you? Part of our responsibility is to keep up to date with the building codes and anything associated with it, such as this standard, as well as implementing these for current clients. We have been implementing these for some of our clients, and we are making adjustments for it. So if you have any questions about this topic or we can help you with anything else, please click on the link below.